Welcome to the GameStream Hustle, presented by Gamefiili, where we talk tips and strategies to help you monetize your stream and turn your playtime into paytime. I think I got that one. I was a little bit off at the beginning, but if you've been joining me, you know that the intro is something that we came up with, and now I'm having to learn it so I can bring it to you properly, and I've yet to be able to land it, but that was like a frog hair close, right? I mean, it was so close. Guys, I want to tell you a story, and you know I'm good about trying to open up with a story every now and then or a joke. And today's story is about a gentleman I heard about a long time ago. And again, I hear about a lot. I keep what I need. I sift out the crap. I don't remember their name, but I know if you ever hear this and it was you, bravo to you. Okay? But I heard about this guy a few years back that was putting out a book. Now, what he did was when he decided to do the book, he started telling people about the book. Okay? He started researching and telling people what he was researching and what he was finding in his research. And over the course of about a year, he built a pretty good following behind him doing all this research and learning about this subject, right? And then he decided that he had already decided to do a book, but he didn't tell anybody. So once he got this following going, he told them that he was going to do a book. And he did a launch. Now, back then, they didn't know about this thing called a pre-launch where they would maybe sell copies of the book before then. You know, like back in the day, you had video stores you could go to, and or a game store you could go to, and you could buy a copy of the game before it came out, like a pre-launch, right? So he didn't do a pre-launch, but he did tell people about his book, and he gained interest in the book. Now, when he launched his book, when he finally put it out for sale, he made over $1 million in like 24 hours or some crap like that. I want to say it was 24 hours. He made like $1 million in 24 hours, or sold 1 million copies in 24 hours. Maybe that was it. And people were like floored by this. He was interviewed. He was on podcasts, TV shows, talk shows. They all were floored by how he launched the book and like the next day had sold as many copies as he had sold. The marketing gurus out there were fascinated by this also. What this meant was there was an ability, and as a gamer, you already knew this. Companies like GameStop and Best Buy have been doing this for years, allowing you to come in and pre-buy a game for a few dollars before it came out, right? So what he did was basically the same thing, but he didn't ask for $5. He just asked if you wanted to learn more about what he was doing and you were interested in this research, just to join him, and he would tell you along the way what he learned. And then at the end, he was going to put it all in a book you could purchase and learn all of it, right? So they were fascinated by this. Marketers were fascinated by this, and they discovered something called the pre-launch system. Okay, and that's what I call it. I don't know what they call it, but I call it the pre-launch system. And the way it works is telling people about something before it happens is a great way to get people to show up to it. We sometimes complicate, we all the time complicate things, right? To simplify this, Hollywood and the music industry, the movie and the music industries have been doing this to us for years. A movie doesn't come out where for almost a year or so there's not a trailer, and now we'll hear about movies coming out in 5 years, right? And we anticipate and we watch the trailers as they come out, and we want to hear about what's going on the set if we can, especially if it's a movie we're very interested in. Same thing with a concert. If a concert's coming to town, it's going to sell tickets long before it comes to town, right? Sometimes months or even a year in advance. Some of you may be attending E3. Tickets can be sold out a year in advance on E3, right? So the pre-launch is pretty powerful. What that means is, even for you as a gamer, if you're interested, and guys, the training today is very special. The reason why is every now and then I'm going to bring you a training that I'm actually going to put in the academy. This video you will see in the academy. Okay, probably not this part. Okay, but you will be able to see this in the academy if you join the Gamefiili Academy. If you don't know what that is, we've built an academy for you to learn how to monetize your stream. We're not teaching you technically how to stream. We do have some tips and tricks that we learn and we pass along from other amazing streamers. But we focus on helping you monetize your stream. What are ways you can make money in it? And can we find multiple ways for you to make money? Because like we tell you, making money on donations, tips, and ad revenue is great. But what if you can make money on donations, tips, or ad revenue, merch sales, selling your, telling people where you got your PC or your controller or your headset or whatever, and make money on that. Telling people what your favorite snacks are and make money on that. And then other partners where you can make money also. So what we focus on is not just one way for you to make money as a gamer. We try to focus on multiple ways. That way, you get an income going, right? We want to make this an actual business for you, hopefully. Now, excuse me, it's that time. Starting to get parched. Again, amazing. I can go all day and not drink nothing, but as soon as I'm in front of you guys, I start getting thirsty. Now, if you didn't see the board, today we're talking about pre-launch growth. And what that means is, for some of you, you don't have a gamer nucleus yet. Okay, if you don't know what a gamer nucleus is, please go watch our other videos. I explain in full detail what it is and how it helps you with that multiple streams of income, and with that, with a lot of things. Just go check out the other videos, or go to Gamefiili Academy, sign up, and get you one. Okay, now, what we're talking about today, again, is pre-launch growth. And what that means is, for those of you who go and get a nucleus, one of the first things you're going to be told to do is to go purchase and build out your website. Now, then we turn it into a gamer nucleus, right? But this video, this training, I'm going to walk you through how to set up. Now, first you'll have to have your website, okay? But before we turn it into a nucleus, we're going to set up a very simple page that you will be able to, and I'm going to put this in the training in the academy. It's not there yet, but it will be there by the end of the day. Now, what it does is it allows you to build a simple page, just a few little things you've got to do on the page, but allows you to build a simple page that you can start telling people about before you launch your gamer nucleus. Because your nucleus, depending on who you are and what you're looking for, you can put this together real quick and you're done. Or you can do like some of our students. They figured out how to go in and critique it, how to customize different things like their buttons, things they can do in the back office that I really don't walk you through, that once you learn how to do it, someone with zero knowledge figures out the rest, right? I've had several students had no knowledge in how to build a website. We walk them through how to build their website, how to set up their nucleus, and then from there they're like, oh, well, this button must do this and this does this, and they kind of walk there through how to customize. And as you learn to customize before you launch, you may want to do a couple of things, maybe even hire somebody to help you with graphics or whatever. But no matter what you're doing, your nucleus may take you a little while to put together if you're one that wants to put a lot of care into it. Now, if that's the case, you still want to be growing an audience that is anticipating you launching your nucleus, okay? And the way we're going to do that is with just a simple little pre-launch page, okay? Now, I'm going to show you what this looks like. And if you have a website, or if you're even thinking of building a website, then please join us at gamefilli.gg. That's Gamefiili, G-A-M-E-F-I-L-L-I, like game, feel, I, okay? It's actually game affiliate, and I know there's two L's in there, but the other way looked funny, okay? So it's like game affiliate, G-A-M-E-F-I-L-L-I, okay? You can join me at gamefilli.gg, gamefilli.com, and gamefilli.academy. That's what we've put together for you. A directory of businesses that want to work with you, domain registrar so that you can turn your gamer tag into a domain name and then a website. And then, of course, the Gamefiili Academy, where we're trying to walk gamers through how to monetize their stream, right? Now, once you've got your nucleus, or once you've got your website, not really your nucleus, because we're not that far yet, right? We're just building a capture page, something's a lead page, just an information page, letting people know, hey, I'm coming, and if you want to join me, click here. Okay, ready? So this is what this page is going to look like. And we all seen a website, right? So this is my website page. Okay, here's your URL. is awesome gamertag.com. Okay? YourAwesomeGamerTag.com. Here's your website. It's blank when you first come to it. All we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to drop a video in there of you telling people what you're trying to do and what's coming soon. That's it. Okay? If you don't want to drop a video, it can be something as simple as just some words like, watch this, come see the greatest gamer you've never heard of. What about that? Just a page, just a simple page with the text, come see the greatest gamer you've never heard of. Okay? And maybe, no, not maybe, but definitely just a button that says learn more. That's it. Learn more. Okay? Learn more is one of the most powerful buttons in the industry. The reason why is, because if people see purchase, buy, stuff like that, they really shy away from it. But we all want to learn more. And if you feel uncomfortable using learn more, one a little bit more powerful to me than that is want to find out more. I like that. Want to find out more? Okay, anybody remember Starship Troopers? It's a great old sci-fi movie. If you haven't seen it, amazing movie. Hey, Amazon, HBO, Netflix, whoever's listening, that would make an amazing TV show. Take the those old movies and turn them into a TV show. Okay, but Starship Troopers, in that's one of the things. And it was telling you a story, and then it'd tell you that, or you'd be watching a movie and a story would pop up, and it'd say, "Want to learn more? Want to know more?" And you'd say, shit, I would click on that. If I had that ability, I'd click on it, yeah. Like, if we're watching Vikings and something pops up and says, it was based in real history, something popped up and said, want to know more about this, and you could click on it and dive into that. Is amazing, right? You'd be trapped people for hours on one episode, okay? But I digress. What we were talking about is you. Now, come see the greatest gamer you've never heard of. You can go ahead and use that. I don't care if it's out there a million times. Use it if you want to. Or you can kind of come up with a variation of your own. If you want to be more detailed, you can even go as far as come see the gamer that loves this, and is building a community for people that love the same stuff. But that's it. Simple as that. Okay? Now what happens is, you're going to take this, and remember, we talk about not just organic traffic, but paid traffic. And this is because you're in pre-launch, this is a little bit of the paid side. Now, remember, when I talk about paid, it is very affordable for most people. And what I mean by that is $1. $1 can help you start growing right now. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is once you've got this built, okay, if you're in the academy, and I've showed you how to build this, once you've got this built, you're going to go to Facebook. Yes, Facebook, 4.4 billion people or something like that. You're going to go to Facebook. You're going to you're going to follow the instructions in the academy of how to boost your stuff on Facebook and how to get growth there. Now, the reason why this is important is Facebook does have amazing growth, but there are over 400 or something thousand accounts a day created on Facebook. That means that it's really not dying off. But what it also means is it's a great way for you to start letting people know that you're there. Okay? You're not going to expect a lot, but what you are expecting is to just be able to let some of those 4 billion know, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Right? Like the Who's, I'm here, we're here. Right? Okay, so that $1 gets you in front of X amount of people a day. It's like 3 to 5 clicks to your stuff a day. Okay, now I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but at the end of a month, if you've got $30 and you spent $1, if you tell Facebook, I want to spend $1 a day for 30 days, which we walk you through how to do that. If you say I want to spend $1 a day for 30 days, then that $1 a day adds up to $30, right? At the end of that $30, Facebook guarantees, or they don't get your money, that they're going to give you 3 to 5 new followers. That's what we show you in one of the things we show you in the academy. They're going to give you 3 to 5 new followers. Now, for some of you, you've been streaming a very long time and you have very few followers. What would you do if in 30 days you had 90 to 150 new followers? Some of you don't have 90 now and you've been streaming 2-3 years. Some of you don't even stream that much because you don't have an audience that shows up for you. But if you had an audience that would show up for you, you would feel more accomplished and you would stream more. You would be more excited about your stream. Okay? I'm trying to rekindle that excitement for those of you that accidentally lost it because you jumped in to the deep end of the pool without having all the equipment and knowledge of how to swim or at least a damn floaty. Okay? What I mean by that is you learned how to stream, you were passionate, you were excited, you went and bought all the consoles, PCs, whatever it was you bought. You invested your money, you invested your time, and then after you did all that, you streamed a few times. You were excited every time you went to stream because you knew it was going to be a little while before you got any growth. And then all of a sudden it's a month, and you're 2 months or 3 months or frick a year, and you're like, man, shit, I've been doing this all this time and I got 20 followers, never show up. I think half of them's my grandma, my grandpa, my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin. And I don't even, I'm pretty sure I just need to quit. I'm tired. Gamers, you know how many of you I've talked to in my own game stream or in my own gameplay whenever I jump on just to clear my head. And trust me, if you're out there and you work an aggressive business or you're a CEO or something and you can't get to the gym, you can at least turn around and turn on a game and take out some aggression on some people you don't know. Okay, get wild with it. And you got a gamer tag so they don't know who you are, so you can say what you want, where you want, just keep it friendly, man. I mean, we all understand you might be feeling some aggression, but to me, this is one of the best ways to get that aggression out. So several times during the day, I will close my computer, I will put down my phone, I will put on my headset, I will turn on my Xbox, and I will sit there for about 3 or 4 games of Warzone. I will drop in and, man, just being able to run around and not think about work or life or problems is an amazing way to de-stress. Okay? People will ask, how do you de-stress when you're screaming and hollering at a video game? Trust me. It's like, how do you de-stress whenever you're using a baseball bat to go into one of those rooms where you break stuff? Okay, how is breaking stuff and screaming and hollering at it a de-stressor? Trust me. If you've ever done it, you know. You walk out and you're like, woo! You feel great, right? Your gameplay can be that way for you too. Now, back to what I was saying. See, I did a squirrel thing. We talk about this. The ADHD kicks in. I run off in another direction. Tech support got to remind me of what we were talking about. But building a following before you ever launch is a possible thing. Okay, you can even drop clips if you don't want to build. Let's say you don't want to join the academy. You don't quite trust us yet for whatever reason. I'm going to get to you though. I'm going to keep picking until you finally look up and say, you know what, this guy's just nuts enough. He may be able to help me. And I've tried every damn thing else. If you've tried everything else and if you've lost your passion for streaming, if you're here, then chances are you just want to figure out how to do it so you can have fun at it again. Okay? I ain't trying to take the fun out your stuff. I'm trying to show you how to continue to have fun doing it, make it not that stressful, not more stressful than it already is, but at the same time, maybe earn some money on the side. Okay? Not all of us will be successful. Some of us put in more work. Some of us will have better partners. Some of us will have better ways of wording stuff. Therefore, our success may be better. Some of us are just never going to make it in life at what we're trying to do here. But that's because something out there has something better planned for us than what we're trying to do. Now, for a lot of you, if you're still saying, man, if I could figure out how to make money streaming, or I could figure out how to grow an audience streaming, and you're telling the universe, tell me, send it to me, tell me how, and you came across me and Gamefiili, then guess what? This, I believe, is the universe just slapping you in the face with what you're asking for. Right here, right now, learn this. Because if you can learn this, and I'm not saying this is the answer. This is just a piece of the answer. You understand? There is a lot to actually digest. But it doesn't have to be digested in one sitting. You don't have to sit down and eat the entire refrigerator of knowledge at one time. Okay? You can break it up into bite-sized pieces over years and still in just a few years be amazing at this business. And trust me, what I'm trying to teach you can be transformed into other niches, into other aspects of your life, and helping monetize those. Okay, the same teachings I teach you in the academy is what I helped my own wife with in growing her own butterfly business. Okay, teaching people about butterflies. Her own coaching business. Okay, my kids own GameStream. My kids own tattoo company. Okay, and I got a kid I'm working right now. She's a nurse, so it's real hard for her because she's got one of them nice jobs. She loves it. She's a charge nurse too. And now I'm looking at businesses where she can get away from that, spend more time with her family, and use her education to make millions of dollars in her local community. Okay, so I'm all about helping people learn how to take the talent or the thing that they love and use that. I got a guy showing up to my home today. He lives across town. I've known him a very long time. We call him Footy. Footy. He's about this tall, but it's fruit by the foot. He's like this tall, but he's coming to the house, and he comes from a less privileged lifestyle than most people. Okay, even me broke all the time. He works his butt off and still stays broke. Okay, but he has a dream. He's an artist. He's oh God, he's good. He's good. Okay, Marvel, DC, I don't care what comic book company you are out there. If you are trying to find artists and you want to find somebody that you can completely change their lives, hit me up because I got this guy, and he is good. But he's coming by today because I talked to him a few months ago about maybe taking his art and starting a t-shirt company on like Redbubble or something. The way I teach you guys to do merch, I wanted to teach him just to start his own merch company, take his art, have it digitized, and put on shirts, mugs, whatever. Okay? Now, he does a lot of stuff that's probably copyrighted, so he's trying to get away from that. But his t-shirts and all his original art. What he did, I ran into him in the store last night, and he told me he's been meaning to come see me because he actually went out and got him one of those crickets, and now he's worked up to, he's fixing to get his own press, and he's got a couple t-shirts out, and he's made a little bit of money because I told him he could. And then now he's got some competition, and we live in a very small town. We got about 800 people in the town. So now he's got competition in his small neighborhood, and they're not as good as him, but they're trying to do what he wants to do. And now he come to me last night, saw me in the store, and he's like, "Man, I've been meaning to come see you. I need a website. I need to know how to do this." And excuse me, sorry about that. I talk so much, I breathe in so much air, I end up swallowing it. So he's talking to me last night, but he's coming to the house today so that I can basically show him how to set up a nucleus for his t-shirt company. Okay? Showing him how he can earn money off of his passion. And that's what I want to do for you. The reason I chose the gaming industry is because you guys are passionate. And you deserve it. If somebody can show you how to build a lifestyle and around your gaming, you're going to game anyway. So if I can show you how to make a little money on the side of it doing it, isn't that just great? I mean, even if you never made more than a few dollars, isn't it great? What if you never made $1? I'm not guaranteeing you'll make anything. Matter of fact, this is my video where I tell you we cannot guarantee you make any money. We do not use any. The reason why I don't use a monetary amount when I talk about money is because I can't guarantee you an amount. Because we have government officials that tells me I can't tell you. But if we didn't have them, I would tell you, and you would be shocked at how much money can be made. Okay? But not for everybody, because even though you're going through the education you're going through, this education may be used on something else later. Okay? You may go through it today for gaming, and it'll be like, man, it didn't work for me in gaming, and then in 2 or 3 years, you try it again with your t-shirt company, and boom, you blow up. Okay? It's just about you, your passion, and what you're willing to put your time and effort into, right? We make it very simple. We give you the walkthrough. If you went and you learned how to do this on your own, you can do it. I was smart enough. I learned it. It only took me 7 years. It only took me 7 years to figure out the right way to build out something that would actually work in the gaming niche for game streamers. Okay, I learned how to build a website pretty fast. You could jump on, there's about 30 places you could go, 50 places, probably 100 places you go build a website. Okay, probably cheaper than what you could go through the Nucleus at. They have a monthly rate, so in a year you're going to spend 5 times what you spent with me for a year just trying to learn how to do it. Okay, but I digress. There's lots of places you can go learn how to build a website, but then you have to learn how to build it where your audience is going to look at it and feel comfortable with the way it's set up. Okay, this isn't something that just came to me. It came to me because I did the right research, and it took me a long time of building websites for several companies myself, not hiring somebody to do it. I taught myself how to do websites and all. But learning how to build those websites and then starting a marketing company that built websites, the first thing I did was start building websites for businesses locally. Okay, once I learned how to do it. Then I discovered that there was a great way, a great format for each type of business. Like an insurance business and a doctor have the same format really, but a doctor and a car lot or car company does not really have the same format. And when I realized that there were different formats and different ways, different templates, different ways to build a website based on the company that was using the website, I discovered that there was a great way to get people to read your website if you set it up properly. Okay? And for me, an entertainment website, that's a gamer nucleus, a podcast nucleus, an influencer nucleus, any of these types of websites should be set up a particular way that when your audience sees it, number one, they know this is a gamer, this is a podcast, this is an influencer. When the minute they see it, they know it. Okay, so now they're comfortable because they were looking for a gamer anyway. They were looking for that podcast. Now they know I found the right one. This looks like a podcast website. Okay, or a GameStream website. Okay, so everything that's on there, and if you look at my previous videos, I pretty much sketched out everything you need. But everything that's on there can be or is put there based on our past. Like you hear me use a lot of Hollywood and movies and trailers and stuff like that. You hear me use a lot of that. What I mean by this is the same thing. You have crap, just like that. What was I saying, babe? Oh, she don't know either. She wasn't listening to me. What was I saying, guys? I'm plumb turning red here because I literally jumped the tracks there. Huh?
You have the ability. I think you were talking about creativity. I was writing notes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, I digress. Back to what I was saying. I have no idea what it was. I apologize. I literally jumped the tracks because I saw something outside, so I apologize. But now I just feel bad because I literally jumped the track. And the more I try to think about it, the more it won't come back to me. Y'all ever do that? I mean, imagine being in your game stream and you had a brain fart. What do? How do you pick that back up? Okay, how do you get the interest back up? We had some good tension going there, right? And now it's kind of went flat because I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, your nucleus is the center of your universe, and it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's what it was. See, told you to come right back to me. I apologize, but let's take this off. Anybody need to take a picture of this or whatnot?
I put it on the board.
Okay, tech support put it up in the chat. So here we go. I'm going to take this down. And I'm going to tell you, well, I'm not going to draw it out for you this time. Because if you go watch my other videos, you'll see how your nucleus is set up. But for those of you that know how your nucleus is set up, the way I've got each piece in the nucleus, how it's set up for you, those of you that's been to my other videos and you've seen each piece of your nucleus and how it works, the reason I built it this way was because I try to use things in marketing, and a good marketer doesn't get rid of things from the past. They just learn how to reuse them in the present. Okay, newspapers back in the day when we would read the paper would come folded, right? You would get to the paper and the paper would be folded. When you looked at the paper, the first thing you walked up to the counter and you looked down and you saw the newspaper, everything you saw, here's our newspaper, right? Sorry, it looks bad. But there's our newspaper. Woo, I need to draw better on that one. But there's our newspaper, right? Everything you saw was before the paper opened. Wouldn't you agree? What this is called is the fold. Okay? That means that when somebody comes in the store, if you want their attention, if you want them to look and go, holy crap, you've got to have the most attention-getting stuff right there. Right here. The most attention-getting stuff. Your front page news. Everybody's heard that, right? Front page news. That's what they mean. This is front page news. You know what's better than front page news? Front page above the fold news. Now this is front page too. But do they see this when they come to the store? Do you see this when you would open up the newspaper thing to get the newspaper out? No. What you saw when you looked was this. Just this. So this, in your mind, didn't even matter, and you had already decided to buy the newspaper. Right? Some of you buy paper all the time, but for those of you that only bought that paper that time because you saw that thing right here on the front page, they got you. The most entertaining, the most captivating, the stuff that means the most goes where? Where people are going to see it first. Okay, so whenever I came up with the concept after years of building websites of how to build out a podcast, a gamer, an influencer, how to build out a website that was for an entertainment purpose. Like, how do I get people to come to the website and just not want to leave? Like, when they got there, they're like, holy crap, I have found paradise. They gave me a video that told me everything I needed to know about this website. So I could decide whether or not I even want to stay here. But guess what? Because you gave me a video, now I'm like, shit, I'm interested. Right? You told me that you had some great merch. I'll go check it out. Crap. And they go check out your merch, right? Or you said something that caught their ear about they can follow you in their favorite place. Remember, we talk about that. It's not about you and where you want to be seen. Don't try to herd people to TikTok or herd people to Twitch. Allow them to follow you where they're comfortable. Their platform where they spend the most time. Okay, you give them content on that platform, they'll follow you there because they're comfortable there. But remember, get them to your gamer nucleus front page so that you can tell them, here are all the places right here that you can follow me. And then Ted's like, holy crap, you're on TikTok? I'm done, dude. I'm going to TikTok. I'm going to go follow you. I'm going to heart you. I'm going to donate a prize, whatever, because you're awesome. Just the fact you gave me that video right there that told me everything I needed to know about you made me like you. Okay? Because most people, I've got to jump in and watch their stream 3 or 4 times and be like, man, I liked you the first 3 streams and then you said this or you did that and I was really offended or I didn't like it and you just ain't the cat I thought you were. I got to go. Now I got to spend all this time finding somebody else to follow, right? Okay? As much as you want an audience, people who look up to people want somebody to follow. That's gold. You sitting here trying to find an audience and you just out there belly out in the wind, hey, come follow me, and you don't care who follows you, right? But trust me, anybody who has a following, those of you out there that have a large following, those gamers out there that have really got 1 million following, please tell these other gamers how fun it is to have those trolls in your following. Please tell those gamers how fun it is to have those haters and those people that just like to start problems or stir shit. How many times have you had a fight with your significant other because of something in your damn stream? Okay, it happens, right? We hear the stories. But that's because you allowed the bad people in the door. Because you were willing to take any follower. Didn't matter. Don't care who you are, please follow me. The way I teach you to do it is to build out a curated audience so that you don't have those problems. When you get to 1 million followers, you like 1 million followers for Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins walks up into a place, you think out of these 1 million people in this place, there's people in there that hate him? Everybody in that room probably loves that man. They paid a shit ton of money to be in there with him. And I'm not talking about a little bit of money. If you know Tony Robbins is, his tickets are like $3 grand, man. You're going to spend one-on-one with him, it's like 20, 30 grand. Okay? For an hour. Okay? But he's learned how to build an audience curated to himself and his goals. And that all that audience loves him. That's what I want for you. As I watch Tony Robbins throughout my entire life, it seems like, I have watched his audience grow, and I've watched how he curated them. He got people that were interested in the things he was interested in and teaching. Okay? He weeded out the haters. That's what I want for you. We help you build a curated audience so you don't have the haters, right? So all of this nucleus, all of this is just to help you grow your audience faster, learn how to make some money on the side. And this is a long project. It's not an overnight success kind of thing. It's like, well, I think it was Willie Nelson that said he was an overnight success. When he became success, he was like, man, I was an overnight success. They asked him what it felt like to be an overnight success. He said it felt great. It took me 20 damn years or however long it was. I can't remember what exact years it was. It took him like 10 years. Took me 10 years, but you're right. I was a success like after one night. Yesterday I was a success, and the day I woke up I was one. There were 10 years of not success before that. But yeah, I was an overnight success. Because he wasn't. He was a success after 10 years of putting in the work. Okay? And that's what it normally takes. Any good guru, anybody out there that ain't just trying to pick your pocket will tell you up front. We're not here to pick your pocket. I need to make money so that I can help Gamefiili stay afloat and grow and help other gamers. That's why I charge you at all. If I could not charge you anything and still help you, I absolutely would. I would. And there are gamers right now that can tell you I would, because I have. I've literally let people join the academy for free at my detriment a lot so that they could go on to be better things. And all that did for me was give me good students that I can tell you about. They're out there telling people about me. And now it did reward me, but I can't do that for everybody. Because Gamefiili won't succeed because I've got to pay for ads and stuff so that I can be there for you in a better way. Okay? If I could give it away for free, I would. Just like if you could sit there all day long and stream and not care about donations or tips or nothing, you would. You would. If you was a multimillionaire and that's all you wanted to do was stream and you didn't have to worry about money, that's what you'd do because you enjoy it. I enjoy teaching you. But at the same time of enjoying this, Gamefiili has to make money so that it can grow. Okay? Gamers, I hope that the information I've given you today will be valuable to you. I hope that it kind of turns on a light and says, you know, Rick's really trying to help us here. I hope I've put out enough episodes already and given enough information. Guys, if you go back, we're only on episode 12. And I have probably given you, I've probably given you a good 2 or 3 years worth of knowledge that you can understand and apply. Okay, you can start taking some of this knowledge and putting it to work. If you can't afford to join Gamefiili Academy, I feel you. When I started Gamefiili, I couldn't afford to start it. I had people help me, give me money to help me start it, and not like a lot either. It is very inexpensive. As much as it costs you to start a website, it costs me a little bit more than that to start a website and start teaching people how to do it. But I have expenses also, just like you will. Okay? But together we can make this happen. You can make it happen for me. If I get enough students and change your lives, I will be happy. Just to change your life. But if you're out there and you see the value in what I've given you, and like I said, you can come on over to tech support. Like I said, if you can see the value in what I've given you in just this video, look at the other 11 that I've put out just on Twitch. Okay? I'm going to be repurposing these videos on YouTube, TikTok, wherever I can put them. Okay? That's why I'm building so many now. I'm building a year's worth of content in a month. Okay? I'm going to do a video a day for a month, and I've got almost a year's worth of content, and I'm done. I don't have to do anything. I start dropping out these trainings little by little, and then I'm getting YouTube and all these algorithms to work for me. Okay? Gamers, let's do this. Let's work together. Let's make your dreams happen. Make my dreams happen. We can do this together. I appreciate you. I hope you found value in this. Again, remember, the reason why your nucleus is important is because it's above the fold and it's the most entertaining stuff is right here, and that you need one just so you can look viable to sponsors, businesses, partners, whoever wants to come look for you. If you wanted to make money doing this and you really want to take it seriously, get into some affiliate tactics on how to make money, then one of the things that most companies with a program to partner with you will ask for is whether or not you have a website. Where can we go check you out? Then the reason why is because they want to make sure that you fit their stuff. Okay? If you love Nike and Converse wants to talk to you and they go to your website and there's Nike shit everywhere, then they know they can't talk to you. But Nike can. You see what I'm saying? You want to make sure you got a place where they can come look at you and you're not misrepresenting them. That's what I'm saying. They want to make sure that whenever they go to sponsor you or partner with you, that you're good. You don't want to be talking about this energy company with this energy company's ad on your website, right? Okay, so it's to cover both of y'all, and it gives them a good way of just looking at one place and saying, hey man, this gamer's above and beyond. They've got more than most gamers. They look like they represent the companies that they represent, and we fit in with their audience. Let's do this. Gamers, see you in tomorrow's video where we'll be talking about something else amazing. Check you out later. You're super fantastic. Go have an awesome day.